Hello, good morning. I'm Nawal Fatia Rahman from Class A Pharmacy. Now, I want to present the result of my article about COVID-19 pandemic analysis of government and community planning in various prevention measures. Abstract: the new pandemic, the new epidemic phenomenon called COVID-19, which originated in Wuhan, China, continued to increase its victims. This article aims to provide an explanation of the new outbreak and analysis planning management regarding the important role of government policies that must synergize with the community by four strategies from the government, namely promotive, preventive, curative, and social safety net strategies, which will later impact on strategies that all can the government apply in facing a pandemic disaster. Introduction. At the beginning of 2020, the world was being rocked by a great pandemic called COVID-19 or coronavirus disease. The increase the increase from day to day in the number of patients infected with the COVID-19 virus is already difficult. There is a need for a clear and straightforward plan from the government to tackle this problem. Coronavirus itself is a virus that or, originate, originate, ori- originated from the family Orthocoronavirinae in the family Coronaviridae and the order Nidovirales by Yunus and Rizky 2020. This virus can attack animals as well as humans, and in humans the symptoms from are in the form of infection which is similar to SARS and MERS. Only COVID-19 is more massive its development. Indonesia is also one of the countries affected by this pandemic. Therefore, it is necessary to take government action and full awareness of the community so that the number of the spread of this virus can be suppressed. However, in a study conducted by Arum 2020 research methods, the method used in this research is qualitative method, a type of research method that can explain something based on based on to the data and figures used for research. The data that included by the researcher is data on the number COVID-19 cases from source considered credible, also accompanied by an explanation of the action and policy government to overcome this COVID-19 pandemic. Both the government at the central and regional level, government at the regional level as well as contribution from the community in complying with all and appeal issues by the government as a form of synergy between the government and his people. As the above image researchers use the triangulation analysis model, researchers combine similar data and make the conclusion of any data to be a conclusion that can finally be used as a narrative that can facilitate the reader in understanding every destination that has been the author. Result and discussion. Coronavirus, also known as severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, is a new virus that infect the respiratory system of infected people. This virus is commonly known as COVID-19 by Lai et al. 2020. Coronavirus can cause important things, especially for those who perform its previous respiratory disorders will experience acute respiratory distress syndrome even though he has been declared cured of this virus. Coronavirus disease 2019 initially spread in the city of Wuhan by Okada et al. 2020, China at the end 2019. This virus is spreading to massively that almost all countries report the discovery of COVID-19 cases, not least in Indonesia, where cases the first time occurred in early March 2020. So it is a natural thing for many countries who take policy according to the situation and conditions in their respective countries and make relation between several countries are not going well. Uh, one of one of which is Australia and the Pacific countries, but the most widely taken policy is to imposing a, lockdown, which is considered the best strategy to break the chain of spread this one virus. The above image is a case of exposure to the virus from March to September. Positive people contracted this virus more than any of the negative and took life. In my opinion, with me going through this pandemic, I once had COVID-19. My symptoms of fever, chills, asthma, coughing, and cold. Besides mental illness, why is it? Why is it? Because when the COVID-19 is confined for 14 days or without symptoms, most people do not want to get to do not do not want to get the COVID-19 because they can develop a serious illness and can lead to death. Each family keep their family tight, wash their hands when they come from outside the house, keep their distance, put on mask for the crowd. Conclusion. Based on the description above, this article will try to explain related action that can be taken by the government, both preventive strategies or prevention, promotive or empowerment, and curative or treatment related to the health of citizens, countries, and strategies for providing social safety nets in the midst of a pandemic situation so that can citizens feel economically fulfilled because another impact of the COVID-19 pandemic is not only related to the health crisis, but also the economic crisis is a sure thing to happen. In this regard, the community must also play a proactive role in following all the appeal issued by the government. It is important as a form of synergy between the government and the together. We must we must collaborate with each other to shorten the period of the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. So this is references from article. Okay, my presentation is finished. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. Good morning.